Most people will spend the next 10 years trading their hours for a paycheck. You work 40 hours, you get paid for 40 hours. If you stop, the money stops. It feels exhausting because you are the engine keeping the whole thing moving. To step off that wheel, you have to acquire assets. An asset is simply something you own that either goes up in value over time or consistently puts cash in your pocket while you sleep. Think of this as building a garden. First, you need soil, your active assets, physical energy, knowledge, and daily effort. On this soil, you build autonomous machinery. This is your water wheel. These passive financial assets catch the economy's natural flow, turning it into steady income. Escaping the daily grind starts with shifting your focus from manual labor to building that water wheel. Building a passive asset takes intense effort up front. You have to lay the foundation piece by piece. But once that machinery is finished, it keeps working for you long after you've stepped away. One of the most reliable pieces of machinery is an index fund. Imagine the stock market as a single large block. When you break it apart into 500 pieces, you can own a tiny slice of the best performing companies at the same time. No picking winners, no stress. Then we have cash dividends. These are established companies that deposit a portion of their profits into your account every few months, simply because you own a piece of their business. You can also use income-producing real estate. When you buy a rental property, the bank loans you most of the money, but your tenant pays the monthly mortgage. You own the building, and someone else's rent check buys it for you. Intellectual property works exactly the same way. You write a book, record a song, or design a course one time. Years later, people are still buying it. The Elvis Presley estate earns over $100 million a year from work he finished decades ago. Farmland is another durable asset. Warren Buffett owns enormous amounts of farmland and leases it to farmers who pay him rent. The global demand for food grows as the population increases, but the amount of farmable earth remains strictly limited. These specific assets all do the same vital job. They divorce your ability to earn money from the limited hours you are awake. But here's the catch. You cannot buy index funds or real estate with empty pockets. You need seed money to purchase those passive water wheels. Your ability to generate that seed money starts with your physical body. Your health determines the clarity of your thinking. People who exercise regularly sleep better, make sharper financial decisions, and live decades longer to let their investments grow. With a clear mind, you can develop high-income skills. These are skills the market values, like sales, managing the team, or writing software. A higher income lets you save 12 times more money than an average salary, accelerating everything else you build. Your high-income skill is the primary gear in this system. AI tools act as the connecting mechanisms that multiply that gear's output. You learn how to direct an AI, and suddenly you can do 8 hours of work in 45 minutes. You can even use your skills and seed money to buy small businesses. Every day, thousands of baby boomers retire and sell their profitable local businesses, like cleaning services or software companies. Buying a business that already works provides cash flow from day one. The healthier you are and the sharper your skills become, the larger the financial machinery you can afford to buy. Once you build wealth, you have to protect it. Gold bars held in a vault represent a form of financial insurance. When governments print too much money, everyday savings lose value. A hard asset like gold protects your purchasing power because it cannot be printed into existence. You also want to protect your ability to reach people. Building a digital audience, like an email newsletter or a video channel, means you own the distribution. You do not have to pay for ads because your customers come directly to you. That direct connection is backed by your reputation and your network. In the world of private deals, genuine trust opens doors that cash alone cannot buy. Keeping your promises makes you irreplaceable to the right people. Long-term wealth requires playing both sides of the board. You need tools like audiences and skills to grow your reach, and hard assets to defend what you have already earned. Over the next 10 years, technology will accelerate how fast these systems work. People relying entirely on a standard paycheck will watch the distance between themselves and asset owners grow into a canyon they cannot cross. But if you build these assets, you secure a foundation for the longest horizon of all, your family's future. Financial wisdom passed to your children is like the roots of an oak tree. It ensures the wealth you build survives for generations, rather than evaporating in a few years. A list of assets serves as a map, but the path forward requires moving from theory into the actual work of building. Ask yourself these 3 things today. Which high-income skill will I practice? Which asset will I build that works while I sleep? And am I building my water wheel or just scrolling? Financial freedom arises from the cumulative effect of spending your time on systems that compound.